Oh, I didn't save the thing, no! Girl who forgot to press the update stream information button before clicking go live. That's such a classic moment. Is it fixed? Okay, it's fixed, we're fine. That's such a classically stellar moment. Everything else is working fine, right? I didn't break anything else? I don't think I did. This is so loud, wait. Huh. Did I click no? Okay. Hi, Lime. How are you doing, my friend? Nice. This is Cerulean Cave. I needed to get, oh my god, I hate the controls for this game. If you're in docked mode, you have to do it with one controller. So I've got my right controller just sitting in my lap, and I'm playing with just my left controller, and it's so annoying. I needed Dome Fossils, because I need a Kabuto and a Kabutops. What's dinner? I'm making conversation. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I need to get a Kabuto, to get a Kabutops, so a second Kabuto that I will evolve later. And I need to evolve a couple other things and catch an Execute. So I'm just gonna get an Execute and then do a catch combo and maybe get a shiny. So let me look the exact numbers up because it's weird. The base odds are 4096, same as all the 3D games. But and I've got the shiny charm in this, so it's base odds 1 in 13 something, 1365. If you're using an item called the lure, these thingies, it's down to 1 in 1024, still with the shiny charm. And then you can get a catch combo, which increases the odds further quite drastically. But the catch combo is weird because it only affects the next Pokemon that spawns in. So you need to just like keep doing it. You'll earn mod when I think you deserve it. Would be really funny to say you can become a mod when you transition. And where do I need to go? Route 23. Where the hell is 23? Wait, is it the Victory Road one? I'm so smart. It's alright. I think it's overhated, but I also don't think it's great. I don't know, I've got a very big soft spot for it because it was the first Pokemon game on Switch and also the first Switch game I ever got. I kind of hate that you're limited to the original 151. That is like a big pain point for me, to be honest. But it's pretty cute, and if you just want like a pretty standard Kanto adventure, it does that well. It's definitely the most like intended for children I think that Pokemon has ever gotten. Like, it's very much a game that was made to appeal to people who got into the franchise with Pokemon Go and don't know anything about the series. Like, you don't fight Pokemon, you throw the Pokeball at them like it's Pokemon Go. There's no abilities. There's a lot of stuff just like removed from it. It's not a bad game, but it's a very simplified game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if that sounds like the kind of thing that would appeal to you, like a very stripped down version of the game, then it's quite good. That's fair. That's the thing, is like, my first game that I was old enough to remember actively playing was like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So I really like did kind of skip over Kanto. We had this discussion. You see, the thing about BDSP is my soft spot was Sinnoh, because the Gen 4 games were the first ones I actively played. Even though like I wasn't old enough to understand what was happening until I played Hard Gold Soul Silver, I did not understand Sinnoh at all. But I've got the nostalgia for there instead. I think it is still probably better, but I'm loath to admit it. I liked what BDSP did with the Underground, which is not the highest praise imaginable, but... The discussion ended in Ali saying that. I never said I agreed with it. I suppose. Do you want me to unmod you so you can still be a punching bag? I'm happy to. Yeah, that's fair. My biggest complaint about BDSP, like flat out, I think it would be an objectively better game if it was less faithful. Because it is also, like, even ignoring... It's real, that's so real. The shiny charm is broken in BDSP though, and only affects eggs, which is so stupid. That means there's no need to worry about having to do the Pokedex if you want better odds, because it won't give you better odds. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I think BDS, because I really love Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and they are not the most faithful games, like by a long shot. And I think I'm doing so many things in my head right now. I think doing something different and changing stuff and making it more interesting is a good thing. Like, oh, I don't want to... like, ORAS is super interesting because it ties into the X and Y stuff and develops, like, Mega Evolution and Infinity Energy and all that further. BDSP is just Diamond and Pearl. It's not even Platinum. That's the thing that gets me. That's the thing that gets me the most, is that it's not even Platinum. If it had the quality of life changes from Platinum, then I would be much kinder to it, I think. Like, literally just the small stuff from Platinum is all I'm asking. There are so many things in BDSP where it's like, why is it this way? It wasn't this way in, like, Gen 4, and then you look and it was this way in Gen 4, but they fixed it in Platinum. But they've decided to make such a faithful remake that they kept the flaws from original Diamond and Pearl. I'm really not sure what my favorite is. I'm so indecisive. I could do a tier list, but I've got so many, like, fond memories of some games that I just... Like, I can do a top 5, I don't know if I can order that top 5. That's so real. I played the Switch 2 version of Scarlet and Violet and I was like, yeah, maybe these games are overhated. They should have released finished. They were already, like, I'll be honest, if Scarlet and Violet had come out in the state they are in currently, like the Switch 2 version, they would be like probably top 3 for me. Like they'd be way further up than they are. But I had to deal with years upon years of the most laggy game, broken game of all time, and now I can't say that. That makes sense. I think for me, because I lost all of my DS games as a child and never got a chance to replay them, ORAS is that spot for me. Because like, ORAS is the first game that I like finished the national dex in. It's when I started shiny hunting. It's like very much the origin of how I interact with the series now. So it has that spot in my head as the game that did that. I'm so close to finishing the national dex again on my copy of ORAS that doesn't have my dead name on it, so I can actually shiny hunt with the charm in that game again. I'm so close. I have to do like a small chunk of the Carlos dex and that's it. So I was able to transfer up June's Living dex from Gen 5. She was like, I kind of wanted to transfer this up to the new games, and I was like, I can do that for you if you want, for the cost of I put them in my copy of the game first so that I get all the data in my Pokedex. I spent like a full evening, maybe like an evening and a half, transferring everything up. They do not make it easy. I forgot how awful it feels to organize your boxes in Gen 5. Yeah, I went through a couple of years back and released every Pokemon I had under my dead name, except for a couple of shinies that I didn't have the heart to, but I will once. I've given myself this rule of once I catch that Pokemon for my shiny living dex, I'll release the old ones. Because I don't want to just give up a shiny like that, I'm too weak. Yeah, I feel that. I wish I had a nickname like that when I was younger. It's huge. Is that... That's a Trump thing, isn't it? I hate how good he is at coming up with funny catchphrases that become memes. I always forget that many such cases was a thing that Trump came up with. He shouldn't be allowed to be funny, he's a heinous man. That's based as hell. That is kind of the reverse of what happened to me, is I got Let's Go Pikachu Eevee and... Oh, I didn't need that image in my head. Yeah, I got this game for my birthday before I was out to my family. I think along with my Switch, maybe? I can't remember. Birthday or Christmas or something. And I set it up on the TV because I was so excited to play Switch, and then I opened it up and it was like, select your name, and I was like, oh, I'm sitting in front of my family, I can't name I think I was going by Keely at the time, but I can't use my actual name. I'm not out to my family. I can't pick a girl. I'm not out to my family. So I had to do it as a guy under my dead name because I was not brave enough to just do otherwise or unplug it from the TV and do it in my room or whatever. And so I eventually reset the save file and named myself Stella, but after like completing the whole game, so I had to redo it all again. And that's where a bunch of those shinies with my dead name comes from, because the shiny hunting in this game is pretty easy, and this was my first like proper... Well, no, it wasn't, but this is like one of the first times I got properly locked in on doing it. I wonder how long I've been shiny hunting for. It's probably been like, I want to say like 2018, 2019 at the latest. I saw the thing on Cerebi that was like, we didn't see firsthand whether or not the shiny sparkles and sounds are back, but we've heard from other people that you might be in luck, and I was like, thank God. I'd be okay without the sound effect. I feel like the sound effect, I could take it or leave it, but the overworld sparkles are really nice. Especially for those those Pokemon that are very much like hard to tell. Like I've probably walked past a bunch of shiny Slowpokes without knowing it, because the shiny is indistinguishable. It's like 2 or 3 tones difference. And like there's no sound effect in this game, it is just it is just like the physical sparkles, and I quite like that. That's pretty funny. Do I have... No, I don't. I hate to say that's what you get for playing Overwatch, but if you hadn't played Overwatch, it wouldn't have happened. Why is it called Felix? I'm not checking that in case it's got my knitting or something. Why is Mewtwo nicknamed Felix? Is that a Charizard? Hi, Charizard. Be purple. Wait, no, stop being purple. Be blue. I really love Nidoran male's blue. No? I really love how blue shiny Nidoran male is. forget, doesn't one of the line... Give me a second. I think one of the line, like, stops... kind of ruins the color scheme after... Oh yeah, shiny Nidorina turns green. Why are you green? Never reference Street Fighter in my chat again. This is a warning. That's not a Nidoran. It's okay, I can't time you out anymore, so... I need to find a 6th Pokemon to put in my party so I'm not having Nidorans sitting in my thing. Venusaur. I'm trying to think if there are other Pokemon that have like distinct gender differences like Nidoran does. Oh yeah, like oh no, because they don't evolve differently. Yeah, Nidoran's pretty unique. Yeah, I was thinking like Burmy and Wormadam, but the base forms of them don't have the same like aren't different at all. Salazzle's very funny. Yeah, Frillish and Jellicent I was also thinking of. But there isn't really anything else exactly like Nidoran. It's such a unique species. I wonder if they were made today, if they'd like share a Pokedex number or something. That's messed up. I wonder how many people went into Sun and Moon spoiler free and like wanting to do a spoiler free playthrough and got a male Salandit and were like, well, it must evolve into Salazzle because I've seen people posting about Salazzle and not finding out until like super late in the game that it didn't. Surely that has to have happened, right? Like, I'm gonna go into ZA as spoiler-free as possible. There will have been people who went into Sun and Moon spoiler-free. I wonder if someone's ever taken Salandit to the Pokemon League. God, yeah. You can kind of tell that they're starting to design stuff with the knowledge that it'll just be online in a bit. Because how the hell are people meant to figure out how to evolve Finizen and, like, Galarian, Yamask? Oh, it needs to have a certain amount of damage taken, and then you walk onto this random rock outcropping in the wild area. Okay, thanks, Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. I do really like it, admittedly. Despite thinking it's stupid, I really do love it. Galar had so many stupid evolution methods. You still have to do that. Oh, I have an Inkay sitting in my box in Omega Ruby that I've been putting off evolving because I don't want to have to do a Blissey base level 100 battle and then have to sit there with my Switch in my DS upside down while all the levels are going up. I don't know at what point you need to be holding it upside down for it to count. Does it just need to be as the battle ends or something? June was playing through Sword like within the past year, and she refused to look anything up, and she had Galarian Farfetch'd on her team. And she kept being like, when does it evolve? Don't tell me. Don't let me know. When does it evolve? How does it evolve? And I was like, it's got a stupid evolution method, you're never going to figure it out, and you're going to be mad. And eventually she had to ask me, and I had to show her, and she was mad. Another one? I like checking the Charizards and Hi Dragonite, as I was saying. The Charizards and Dragonites when they show up. Cause what if? I think I might already have a shiny Dragonite though. Or maybe it's just... I know I've got a shiny Dratini. No, I don't have the other two. That's really funny, Nick. Good job. I really like all of the megas they've shown so far, to be honest. I refuse to pre-plan a team for ZA because I don't know specifically what Pokemon are going to be in it, and I want to find out something. Oh, I forgot about the Raichus. Yeah. They're too Pikachu looking. Let Raichu be Raichu. Nick, do you want me to put them on stream so I can get mad about them? I'm doing it anyway. I like Mega Greninja, but it does make me feel that the Ash Greninja dream is dead. Oh, you're massive. You're so massive. Hey June, how do you feel about Galarian Farfetch'd evolution method? June, fucking stupid.
Isn't it like get 3 crits in a battle or something?
Yep.
Dumb.
Big Raichu. This is Raichu X. Is Raichu Y gonna be just as big? Oh god. Okay, that's a normal size. Both of these are just like... Raichu Y is just like... It's Pikachu. This is Mega Pikachu. And Raichu X is... Hey, we put Pikachu features on a Raichu. Aren't we so smart and imaginative? I don't know, they piss me off a little bit. Wait, does it? I'm bringing it back. Oh, yeah, it's got Pikachu ears and it's got other ears, doesn't it? Yeah. Why does it have Pikachu ears? I hate this. They seem to, they looked pretty cool in the trailer. I don't know. That's messed up. Oh wait, yeah, the ad break's still happening. Am I a bad person? No way, Jangle Knight? Wait, is Jangle Knight huge? Hell yeah. Okay, the ad should be done now. Celeste, can you hear me again? Are you freed from advertisement hell? No way, that's awesome. I'm picking Chikorita. I'm a Chikorita girl. Always and forever. What was I talking about? Oh, Raichu. I don't like that they don't let it be Raichu. They're both just like... Pikachu. They're two Pikachu. Oh hell yeah, we got Chikorita chat. I fucking love that post. The fact that they haven't shown regional or mega forms for the starters yet is a little concerning to me. What if they just never... I love Alolan Raichu. What if they do what X and Y did and just have megas for all the other starters that aren't the ones in the actual game? What if you go to Sycamore's lab and Mabel hands you 3 other starters that can Mega Evolve? Listen, in the trailer, Chikorita learned, like, I think it was like Fairy Wind or something, some fairy type attack. I'm truthing it. I'm Fairy type Meganium truthing. Whether it's a Mega or like Colossian Meganium or something. I'm just saying, when they made Mega Sceptile, they gave him a bunch of Dragon type lineup moves because Mega Sceptile's Grass and Dragon. I think people were thinking about it because of like the Hisuian forms. We haven't seen any like new Colossian forms or anything outside of Megas, so it might not happen, but it's possible. I remember I was theorizing, like, I had it in my head as a theory before we knew anything about ZA, except for, like, the, light up Lumios they had. Given how much of a focus Megas seem to have in like all of the promotional material, I assume if they get something it'll be a Mega instead of a regional form. At this point, it seems most likely. Yeah, I think they're definitely leaning into that. Because with champions now, they can have... That's messed up, I'll never forgive you. With champions, they can have the kind of big melting pot of all of the things, and then focus on one specific thing in the main series. Because they have done that for a little bit. They had mostly just Megas in Gen 6, and then mostly Z moves in Gen 7, and like they cut Mega Evolution to do Dynamax in Gen 8 and stuff like that, so... Honestly, I think the only reason that Megas stayed in Sun and Moon is because they put a bunch of the cut content that was intended for Z in Sun and Moon. There is no reason that Sun and Moon needed to have Ash Greninja and Zygarde cells and such a Zygarde focus in it, other than this is a thing we were going to put in Z that ended up not happening. I agree, yeah. I love regional forms. I mean, like a little sub-goal of my, like living decks right now is I want to get a shiny of all of the Hisuian forms as like a small thing to focus on as part of the wider shiny living decks. That would be kind of sick. That, like, really is not too far out of the realm of possibility. Well, no, it is, because I don't think they would actually do that. But, like, Gen 2, a bunch of the Gen 2 Pokemon were only obtainable in Kanto. Like, a ton of the new Pokemon that they added in Gold, Silver, and Crystal were only available in the Kanto portion of the game. Oh, I need to find new Pokeballs. Oh, that would be awesome. But yeah, like the reason that so many people think Slugma is a Gen 3 Pokemon is because in Gen 2, Slugma was only available in like 3 routes in Kanto. Thanks, June. You always know just what to say. What am I doing? I don't need a Pokemon Center, I need the Pokemon. So she said, Slugma nuts. It's a really funny joke, to her. Don't +2 that. Oh, you only get... I need to sell 1 billion candies. Oh wait, I just had rare candies this whole time. I don't care about these candies, I can just sell everything. I need to... My hoarder brain was like, no, I need to keep all of them. I don't need to keep any of them, really. Yeah, there were some interesting choices in like a lot of Johto is just Kanto. Yeah, it was Pokemon 2, basically. This isn't gonna get me anything. I'm not gonna be able to get any Ultra Balls with this. I can just sell a bunch of my healing items too. There's no fighting in this game. Ooh. Actually, yeah, these don't... yeah. I don't care about you. Hogwarts Silver is so good. I'll keep like 5 full restores, just in case. That's 6. Hi back, happy HRT Tuesday. How do I have 8 max revives? What's happened in this save? Oh, we need more lures as well. I need to refill my meds soon as well, like next week sometime. I need to finish my starter hunt in Heart Gold Soul Silver so I can properly play the game and do my badge quest. That's pretty problematic, Celeste. Who did you force femme at the OHN after party?
What?
Nick force femme someone at the OHN after party, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think mine's uneven, but also because I just, like, dropped mine sometimes. Dratini gains EXP so slowly. I mean, this is not the fastest way to level it up, but still. What level does Dratini evolve? It's like 40 something, isn't it? $30, okay. That's not too far away. You're lying to me. I just looked. You're lying for fun. Don't minus to me. It evolves at level 30 and then evolves into Dragonite at level 55. Okay, you're off the hook this time. Yeah, like Dead by Daylight. Like Splatoon 3. Is Off the Hook from Splatoon? Am I remembering that right? Fuck yes. I'm getting +2s, I'm winning. I'm winning at Twitch streaming. This is what being a Twitch streamer is all about. Blitzcrank from 2xKO. That's the one that Northern Lion plays. The only stuff I know about 2xKO I've learnt watching Northern Lion clips. Bye bye Lime. Have good gaming. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. What time is it in other countries? Do I stream at like a horrifically bad time for international viewers? I'm curious. Ah, wow, 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 wow. Thanks, Celeste. Adelaide's basically international. No, it's midday in Europe. They just hate me. I guess midday is a bad time to be streaming if a lot of people are at work and etc. And it's very early morning in America. Okay, I guess that makes sense. She's in some fucked up area between Adelaide and no, South Australia and Victoria. I guess I could say Adelaide and Melbourne, but that's true. I wouldn't expect anyone to willingly live in Adelaide. Hello. Why did you pin that? Can't argue with that. Plus, if you get this game, you need to get Let's Go Pikachu, so that you can trade me an Oddish and a Sandshrew, because I need them for my Pokédex. This wouldn't be a problem if this game just had a daycare, but it doesn't. No, you can't. Check out my unevolved Eevee. They get messed up moves though. Check out Baddie Bad.
Why is it called that?
It sets up Reflect.
Yeah.
There's Bouncy Bubble. There's Sizzly Slide.
Yeah, but at least those are just kind of describing something vaguely bad.
What are the other exclusive moves? Give me a second. There's one for each evolution. You've got Bouncy Bubble, Buzzy Buzz, Sizzly Slide, Glitzy Glow, Baddie Bad, Sappy Seed, Freezy Frost, Sparkly Swirl, and then VV Volley is the Mega Eevee one. Pikachu gets a lot less. Pikachu gets Zippy Zap, Floaty Fall, Splishy Splash, and Pika Papow. Don't say that. Stop saying things. I can't say that. I can't tell you to stop saying things. No, I don't want to run away. Let me catch. I really wish I could time you out right now. Did someone? Did someone have to say that? I don't know if... Wait, can I check mod comments? Wow, that's crazy. Apparently there's only 14 people streaming Let's Go Pikachu Eevee right now. Am I a top Let's Go Eevee Pikachu streamer? Oh, I'm the only Let's Go Pikachu Eevee streamer. Oh no, I'm the only English one. I have my English filter on. If I turn off the filter, I'm still the only Let's Go Pikachu Eevee streamer. This is kind of a win for me. I need to put top Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee streamer in my Twitter bio. I guess actually I could just shorten it to top Pokemon streamer, and no one would be any the wiser. I can't put it in my Discord bio because then people might actually see it and I can't live with that. I'm the world's most famous Pokemon streamer. That's what they're saying. I can't argue with them, that's what they're saying. Wait, I should wait for the next Pokemon to spawn in case that's the shiny. That's how combos work. I guess I maybe just didn't do it by leaving then. I guess I messed it up by leaving the battle. As long as my combo still exists, that's what matters. I can't just call myself a streamer. That's like the worst thing someone could call themselves. That's like indefensibly bad. Oh, did you get Freddied? That's messed up. What did I say? I've immediately forgotten what I said. Unless you're talking to Nick, in which case, ads just started, so I assume it was the Freddy Fazbear ad. Huh. I wonder if it's skipping it for one of you because they want at least one active moderator or something. So they make sure only one of you gets it at a time or something. I'm curious about that actually. No, I need to remove Trini from my party. I don't know if that's actually a thing, for the record. Sure, let's add Felix to the party. Why is this Mewtwo nicknamed Felix? Yeah, it's alright. I had two kind of goals going into this, which is to get all of the Pokemon into home so that I can get the shiny Meltan for the completing the home Pokedex event, which is why I need a Sandshrew and an Oddish because they're version exclusives and no one that I know has them. And I need specifically ones with the Let's Go origin mark, so I can't even just transfer it from another game. That was goal number one, is to get all the Pokemon for that. So I've got everything now except those two. And Vileplume, but I can just get that from Evolving Oddish. And the second was to just like play this game again, because it's been ages since I played it. And Shiny Nidoran seems to be the goal. And we'll see how successful that is, I suppose. I don't know, it's shiny hunting. Nothing happens until it all happens. Yeah, it's so cool. It was like 30 or 40 bucks secondhand somewhere I was looking. I'll see if I can send you a link later if I can find it. Nice. I SOS'd for shiny Eevee in Ultramoon the other night. It's a good shiny. It's okay, as long as it was good manga that's based. But yeah, the reason that I have decided to go with this game is because I refuse to play Pokemon Go anymore because of some poor decisions they've made recently. And I already have a shiny Melmetal, so the only way for me to get shiny Meltan now would be either wait for an event in Go, which is a game I don't even want to play anymore, or complete the Pokedex in this, and then Pokemon Home will give it to me. I might be a little bit insane, but it's fine. I'm calling it now that eventually when they get around to doing it for CA, the mythical is going to be Diancie, the one you get for completing the Pokedex in home, because there's no way Diancie is not tied into ZA in some way. Like, I don't know about permanent, but they're indefinite. There's no limited time on them. It's just, if you've completed the Pokedex for this game, you get them. But it is like from being deposited into home. So if you have just like collected everything and then transferred it all into home, all of the pre-evolutions and stuff will still, unless you've got a living dex, will still be blanked out. Which is the reason that I don't have like Sandshrew. I have a Sandslash with the Go mark, but I never transferred it into home before evolving it. So I was just trying to complete the dex in this game itself. Which means home doesn't register that I've ever had a Sandshrew. Yeah, Sword and Shields is Keldeo. But it's for the game and the DLC. Like the base game and the DLC. So if you've not done it for the DLC as well. I can't remember. Scarlet and Violet is... it's Meloetta, yeah. I do quite like the Sword and Shield DLC, to be honest, so... I definitely prefer the Crown Tundra, but they're both pretty alright. A good play, I would say at least. Forcing you to shiny hunt in Dynamax Adventures with me at some point. Hell yeah. It's currently the only way to get shiny Zygarde, so... It is also, like, by far the hardest of the Dynamax Adventures to beat, though. Because it has Power Construct, so when you get it to half health, it becomes a boss fight more than usual. Many a run has wiped to Zygarde complete. Who wants to place bets on what Zygarde form will get in ZA if we get any? I think, was it you that joked about Bird Zygarde, Celeste? That would go kind of hard. Maybe it was someone else, I can't remember. I'm stealing credit for Bird Zygarde. I don't know if they will add another form, because like 10%, 50%, 100% does kind of carry, cover most of what you would want. That's true. I kind of hope Zygarde cells are like in Sun and Moon, you have to collect Zygarde cells for ZA. That would go kind of hard, I think. Like the Spiritomb quest from Legends Arceus. Oh god, it's 3 weeks away. I have to wait 3 whole weeks? That's so many days. The thing is, I don't know if you can do a Mega Zygarde without crossing over into Zygarde complete territory. Like, it's already got a super powerful form that it gets in battle, you know? Maybe we get Mega Xerneas and Yveltal, or like Origin form Xerneas and Yveltal. I'm kind of curious if they will be relevant, to be honest, because like, like they wouldn't want to be in Lumiose, and I don't know if, like, there's not been any implication of their presence outside of the existence of Mega Evolution, and therefore like Infinity Energy and stuff. I think it's very possible they just won't be present or something. I'm trying to think, no, Dialga and Palkia were pretty central in Legends Arceus. They did have all the Sinnoh Legends in that. That's the thing, is we've never had a Legends game outside Arceus, so we don't really know what to expect. Yeah, exactly. Like, when people saw a new Legends game, they assumed it was either distant past or far future, but it looks like it's fairly contemporary. Like, it seems like just a sequel to X and Y. And people seem to know held items, but we've got the confirmation of that now. And stuff like that, so... Like, the only stuff we know for sure is going to be recurring is catching Pokemon outside of battle and, like, alphas, really. I get the feeling Legends is just going to be, like, the heading they use for games that are like non-standard and break the mold. I don't think there's necessarily going to be any consistent theme between Legends games. I might be wrong in that, but that's the vibe I'm getting at least. It's called a Legends game because it is different from the typical main series, as opposed to they're called Legends games because they're similar to each other. Because it seems quite different. I'm thinking about Gen 6 Mythicals again. Volcanion really is so lame. I hope Diancie will be involved in the main story, because mysterious pink glow causing rogue Mega Evolution. The Antsy pink and the only mythical that Mega evolves. I'm sorry, Volcanion just sucks. Hooper is obviously going to be tied to the DLC. I don't know, maybe they'll hide Volcanion in the sewers or something. Sometimes it's yellow, but I don't know if Yellow Volcanion has ever been actually released. I don't know, I can't vibe with it. I'm sorry. It's just like Diancie is the mythical that Mega evolves, and it's linked in with like Xerneas and Yveltal through that, and is fairly connected to the Carlo stuff. Hooper is directly linked to Oras because it's the one that's like bringing all the legendaries across in the post game and everything. There's like the mystery of what it is and stuff. Volcanion was in a movie, and that movie, in the anime, they replaced the opening credits from the actual custom credits designed for the anime season with clips from the movie. And the whole final arc of the anime, instead of the actual opening that is specifically linked to the characters and the arc that is ongoing, the opening is a Volcanion movie. Go watch the Volcanion movie. I don't know. I was rewatching bits of XYZ. Hell yeah. Go get that hot spring date with Gold Chip, I think. I was rewatching parts of the XYZ anime because Mega Greninja came out and had me thinking about Ash Greninja again. And Volcanion Shore is just like there. I don't know. We can watch the Volcanion movie if you want. I don't know. It'll be good to get us in X and Y mood. Oh, Hot Spring gives stat ups? I didn't know that. Or is it just like getting the ticket gives you better stats as a result? I don't know, I remember I got an achievement for getting Hot Spring ticket with Medjuro, and that's all I remember. And it had like a special ending for it. Okay, cool. I remember very little from the game, to be honest. I kind of wish I didn't bounce off gotchas so much. I think sticking to them is fine as long as you're not spending money and as long as you're still enjoying the games. That's the important bit, is make sure you're still playing the games. Is that the one you posted in the Discord a little bit ago? I saw it and I was like, that's a sick looking character. And then I didn't look because Star Rail. I kind of miss Star Rail, but playing it was bad for me. I installed it on my bad laptop that doesn't work so I could play it in New Zealand. That's how bad I was. Shiny weaving is so nice. Shiny Kopping was like one of the first shinies I actively hunted with Masuda. Yeah, I stopped playing Star Rail for like... I want to say it was like only like a month or like a month and a half. And then I came back and Acheron had a whole new meta team and she wasn't even that good anymore. And I was like, oh, this is power creep that I don't have the mental capacity to keep up with. I was watching a YouTube video about this, like back when I was still playing, before it had even actually happened, because he was worried about it happening, but because Star Rail is a, I don't keep count, in my living decks I have 197, but I have more than that outside of the decks. Just like stuff I don't want to transfer up into the newer games and stuff that I've got in the games because they're like duplicates and not in the decks. I've been doing this for a while. I'm gonna have to shiny hunt Shaman again, probably in BDSP, because I don't want to transfer my Shaman out of Platinum. Wait, I have a graph for my stuff. 53% of my shinies are from Scarlet and Violet. It's stupid how much they lowered the shiny odds in that game. I'm trying to play it less because I genuinely don't enjoy it as much. There's not as much of a like, you don't get as much dopamine from finding a shiny when it's that, like, the odds are that low, or that high, I guess. It feels more like an expectation than a like joy, you know? Oh yeah, I was talking about Star Rail. Because it's turn-based, there's only so much like roll compression you can do before you start having to do power creep to make stuff new. Like when Acheron came out, it was like, okay, this opens a whole new meta thing. But within like 4 or 5 banners, they were just like, okay, here's a thing that is objectively better for Acheron. And then here is a thing that is objectively better than Acheron. Because they needed to sell their new characters. And you can't do as much like horizontal difference. You can't change stuff as much horizontally with turn-based because you're stuck in that thing of they need to have a basic attack, a skill, and an ultimate, and it needs to be those 3. Hello! We are doing Nidoran chains to try and get a shiny. And after that, I don't know. Maybe I'll play some Legends Arceus or something. I'm undecided. But yeah, there's no way to have like... This is probably a bad example because I think she's bad in Genshin, but there's no way to have like a Eula-like character in Star Rail who just like changes the way that you play the game implicitly. Or like the characters where you don't want to switch and stuff. You kind of just have to do, here's a team of 4 that all vaguely synergize with each other, and you do their moves in sync. Oh, you missed all of my Star Rail talk? That's messed up. I talk about this game for the first time in like a year. And you missed it. Oh, hello, Tiggs. Hi, buddy. Yeah, go annoy June, I'm streaming. That's okay, you didn't miss much. I was just talking about like how you like everything is just a bit more compressed than it is in Genshin because it is turn-based. So you can't have like the same flexibility that you would otherwise. Favorite Pokemon I always am a bit undecided on. It's probably Mareep. I feel like I always end up landing with the Mareep line fairly high, but ask me again in a couple days and I'll give you a different answer. No. Oh, it looks like it's nearly Freddy 5 bear time again. Rowlet is pretty good, I can't argue with that. It's crazy how the worst Alola starter is the most broken. I don't even know if that's how it works. That was just I was literally just having a theory. I was thinking out loud. Like Ed Sheeran. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry for referencing Ed Sheeran. Can you forgive me? Don't +2 that. That's a bad +2. That makes me doubt your judgment. Well, now I feel bad in the other way. That's really funny. I do still kind of wish I'd been able to go to OHN. I wanted to see all the interstaters. That's messed up, Celeste. You went there without seeing anyone and without telling anyone and stalked Saf and then disappeared? If only the people who ran fighting game events were capable of being normal. I still think it would have been really funny if you had ominously stood outside Nick's house while we were visiting. And just like taken a photo of us like in the living room or something and sent it to her. And then never elaborated. At least we've been in the same anime bookshop. It wasn't really a bookshop, the same anime shop. I think it was this thing called Anxiety. I'm not sure though. It's possible. Shoutouts to Shin Tokyo. I gotta go back to Adelaide just for the game store. No clue what's going on in the game or no clue what's going on in the conversation? The conversation is about a anime store in Adelaide, South Australia. If you ever go to Adelaide, check out Shin Tokyo. It's pretty good. Adelaide Zoo is also pretty damn good. I love that there is a bat colony just chilling right there. Why is my chat full of people from Adelaide? Will I ever be free? That's a shame. The Tassie Devils were like pretty active when we went. Should have done this while the ad was running. I think when we went there, they had recently got in some new ones from the conservation stuff at Healesville. And because they were male, they were like running around checking out their territory essentially. Yeah, apparently the ones they'd had in earlier were a lot more hidey away. Yeah. Shout out to Tasmanian Devils. Only good thing to come out of Tasmania. How many pocket balls do I have? Okay. Shopping trip soon. Unless you want to be blue now? Not even blue. Nidoran, why won't you be blue? I thought we were friends. Blue Nidoran, but not the one you're thinking of. I'm tapping my head like a smart person. That's true. Shout out to all the blue girls on Twitter. But it might be a horrible nightmare zone, but at least there's blue girls in it. And a variety of other types of girls also. You're the wrong kind of blue Nidoran. How dare you? Yeet. Oh, I'm nearly out of Pokeballs again. Can I catch these in Great Balls? I can try and catch them in Great Balls. They're only like level 5. Be blue. So blue, that's Charizard. It's pretty funny. Oh, I can just fully catch these with Great Balls. Yippee! I do not need to go shopping yet. I should finish off the Ultra Balls. No, I'll keep them just in case. I'm so bad at catching Pokemon. I specifically think it's very funny all of the people who can't realize that he's very intentionally rage baiting and are actually getting mad about it. I'm disappearing into the ether for all eternity tomorrow. Sorry. No more Stella. I might actually stream again tomorrow, depending on how much energy I have. I wonder if I'll be able to motivate myself to actually stream a bunch during my leave. That'd be nice. I would like to. Is Swingin' Maestro still like, you need this to compete? Hello, Grogu Gaming, by the way, I forgot to say hi. Were you doing intermediates tonight, or was that only if you were doing it with Nick? What was I thinking? Oh yeah, part of like why I stopped having as much interest in Uma Musume was when it started being all about the like, you need this for PvP stuff, and I was like, I don't know, I don't really want to do PvP, but I'm not having much fun with PvE anymore either, so that's kind of when I stopped. farewell, good night. I'll see you another time, perhaps. No way, Jangle Wizard? I nearly shortened that, but that's not something you can say on Twitch. That's awesome. Does Joshman know you're his #1 fan? That's messed up. It seemed like it was going so well. Did they make the game harder or something? Or was it just unfortunate luck? I really enjoy Twitch streaming. Ah, that's fair. That makes sense. What was I saying? Oh yeah, streaming is nice because it's like being in a Discord call with your friends, but without the worry of getting overwhelmed by other people's voices. Or like mic problems and stuff. The only mic I need to worry about is mine. And I feel like I've got a pretty good setup for mine. Maybe I'm deceiving myself, but... yeah, right? It's good. Like, I don't expect to ever pull in big numbers or anything, but just stuff like this is good. It's got a good vibe. Why are you so mean to our mutual friend who I haven't talked to in like 9 months? I wonder when the last time I talked to Mike was. Wait, we're not Discord friends? Or he's changed his name. Or I was just searching online only. Never mind. Oh wait, we talked like 2 months ago. Oh, it was about horse game. That's messed up. Oh, that reminds me, I need to bother Texas about... They actually did offer to do a proper PNG tuber for me. And I was like, that's sick as hell, thank you. I could have a moving mouth and everything. I could actually animate. I don't know if you're joking, because ever since, like, I introduced Nick to fighting games, and she started being more of a person that I knew through fighting games than a person that I knew through my European friends. I can never doubt if people are being honest with me and they're like, oh yeah, I'm friends with this mutual friend of yours that you don't interact with much anymore. And I know you both like gachas, it's not out of the realm of possibility. That's messed up. Someone post the misinformation gif. Whoa, 151, that's the Pokemon number. It's okay, I know you love misinformation, I forgive you. Medicine drug will kill the patient. He needs misinformation to live. Okay, I go toilet now, I'll be back in a minute. Ad time, haha. Did you all enjoy getting Freddy Fazbear? I just went to go play the game like a normal game. No, you're not allowed to do that, Stella. One controller only, that's all you get. Was that the bite of 87? That's what he says. I thought it had been confirmed to be the bite of 83 or something? 86? 80 something. Not 87. Or is it back to being the bite of 87 again? I don't know any of the Steel Wool stuff. As far as I'm concerned, Ultimate Custom Night is the last game in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. I forgot to check how many lures I had. It's probably fine. I've probably got plenty. If I don't, I'm going to be very sad. Oh, I've got so many. Oh! Hello, Antiku. Hello, Guilty Gear players. Hello, everyone. I'm doing something significantly less action-packed than Guilty Gear. I hope you like Pokemon, and then when the Pokemon are a different color. Hello, everyone. Tonight was Intermediates, yeah? Who won Intermediates? I need the news, I need the lore. You probably shouldn't time out Sharif. I feel like that sets a bad example. Wobbit. Final game, final round, reversal super, that's crazy. I should probably introduce myself to people who are watching Antiku and don't know who I am. I'm Stellar. I used to be more of a fighting game player, but I play a lot of Pokemon and I'm doing shiny hunting. Follow and like and subscribe and everything else. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people know of me. I used to run one of the biggest brackets in the region. Is that a fair thing to say? I feel like that's a fair thing to say. I'm OCE's most mid-Eno.
OCE's second best Eno, I think.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. If they make a move better than 66JS, maybe I'd press that instead, but they haven't made a better button than it yet. It's gonna be very funny looking back at the stream analytics after this and seeing a massive spike in viewers. The drop's quite funny. JS is maybe my favorite thing to do, except that good players know to mash on it, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it's like if Pal World was good. That's a bit harsh. I never played Pal World, but I didn't hear great things about it. People keep trying to make me play Digimon. Apparently there's a new Digimon game coming out in like early October. Miss Audrey Cable wanted me to be playing it. Maybe I will. Digimon for the DS. I'll consider it. I do have less than a month away from new Pokemon release Brain. I want to say I'm so locked in on Pokemon right now, but my level of not normal about this franchise has lasted longer than I expected it to. I was like, oh, I'm getting hyperfixated in Pokemon again. This'll probably only last a couple months. That was about a year and a half ago. Announcing DLC before the game releases is so... The actual game looks like it's going to be very, very good, so... I'm judging, but not too harshly right now. I think if they'd made it more clear that it's like, this is a thing that will be coming out after the game, there were a bunch of people I saw who thought it was like day one DLC, because they weren't clear that it wasn't. I think day one DLC is stupid. I think announcing DLC before the game comes out is less stupid, but still not great. I think letting the game release on its own merits is the best case scenario, and I don't think they did that.
What's the Growlithe on your screen?
What?
What's the Growlithe on your screen?
Oh, I forgot I had that set up. Hi, June.
It's probably really bad to listen to.
It's probably not great. I can see the little thing lighting up for both of us when you talk.
I just wanted to put Gorilla on your screen. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. That was my epic wife, everyone. Everyone say, wow, your wife's so epic. Nick, I can tell you're watching both streams because my Twitch has automatically flagged you as a raider from Antiku, and now every message you send has a big box around it saying raider from Antiku Oceania.
Raider? I don't even know.
Uh-huh. You're green? Why are you green?
Wrong.
Referencing Street Fighter in my stream chat again. It's over.
Should I stay up until 2 AM for Hades?
Stay up till 2 AM for what?
For Hades, a game that I've already played for 50 hours.
You should maybe wait until tomorrow and then play Hades.
Maybe, but we're going to move and shit.
We have to move tomorrow.
I know.
Sleep. We need sleep. Sonic Boom for the 3DS. Is that the one where they had like weird proportions? I do genuinely, Pokemon Sleep has improved my insomnia like noticeably. Was Sonic Boom also the TV show that had male feminist Knuckles? That's awesome. I don't know. Is it gonna show it for like the rest of the stream? It's been, according to the Twitch thing, 11 minutes since the raid, so maybe at like 15 or 30 it turns it off. Just so like if someone joins the stream from a raid and starts being... I'm not gonna do that. I've decided to be nice to Nick this stream. It's a nice feature, so if someone joins the stream for a raid and starts being awful, you know what's happened. If any raiders want to be horrible, awful people, so I can ban you and then complain to Sharif about it. Oh, hello, Charizard. You're very distracting. Ooh, wow, wow. Yeah, it's neat. I found out about Twitch pronouns like a little bit ago, but I like couldn't be bothered setting them up properly. And then when I was setting up my chat thing, the widget I used automatically had like an option to turn them on, and I was like, oh, that's super useful. Wait, let me find the... You have to do it through a website. It's not like a function of actual Twitch, sadly. But it's just like a Firefox or Chrome or whatever extension, and then you set it up on the website. Oh, I fixed you. Yay. You don't even get blue hair or pronouns. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was another one. All of the stuff on my stream is linked up to that one. Ah, there it is. You stopped being raiders. 15 minutes. That's how long. Oh, maybe you need to reload the webpage because you've stopped being green on my end. Ah, right. You see, this is where I use the magical power of a mouse with a scroll wheel. Get caught. I don't know if that's its flea animation or not. If I break my chain here, I'm going to be unhappy. It is only day 4. You got time to adjust. I can hear you typing behind me, it's so scary. There's someone making a lot of noise directly outside our window. I don't think the mic will be picking it up, but... What is happening out there? Oh, it's Celeste? Okay. Well, it's fine if it's you. I'm always like, what if the Dragonite or Charizard up here is shiny? What if, you know? There's a chance, there's a possibility. Oh, that's awesome. Why are you still green?
Wrong. Why are you green?
You're not green on June's. I assume you're not green on Celeste's because she hasn't said anything.
I don't think I was a class though.
I would immediately break my streak for Charizard or Dragonite shiny. Nidoran is a nice side project. Dragonite or Charizard are very cool. I can remake a streak, I can't... Well, I can, but it would take me a lot longer to recatch a Dragonite or Charizard. Wait, you made a new account just for me? Well, now I feel special. I feel special and important. It's okay, those are the 2 best accounts on Twitch. I'm unbiased. Northern Lion doesn't count as a Twitch streamer to me because he's always streaming in hours that don't work for me. I can never watch him live, so he's a YouTuber now. No Mitches? That's crazy. I didn't think of that. That's scary. I could have people swearing on my Twitch stream. Can't say bad words on my Twitch stream. That's not allowed. You know what's messed up? Apparently lichen is spelled lichen. No, is pronounced lichen. I always pronounced it lichen. This is what I get for being a kid who learned all her words through reading. Lichen Rock goes kind of crazy. Oh, it's spelled without a T. Still, same point. I love Googling things. You're still a genius in my eyes. That's okay. Wait, I can do predictions. I forgot about predictions. It's probably too late to do a prediction now. I'll do a prediction next stream. There are so many things you have to think about when you're a Twitch streamer. It's so difficult. I think you can. I'm pretty sure I've got it set up so that moderators can. There's a Charizard up there. I want to check the Charizard. It's Zardenheim. Damn it. Still orange. I don't know if you can do it through the button as a moderator. You might need to do it as, like, through a command or something. But also I think the person running the prediction can't vote in it, so it'd probably be best if I did it because I know you two will both want to vote. Nearly the big 2-0. What are odds in this game again? I looked it up earlier and I forgot. Blind was asking. Catch combo 31 plus. With Shiny Charm and Lure. 1 in 273.07. So we are still under odds. Technically. I'm sorry, I just told them to you. Can you forgive me? I think it's so funny that so many people were streaming this, like, shiny hunting in this game for so long. Just going to a catch combo of 31 and then waiting. That is just, you're just hunting at full odds. But we just didn't know, the information wasn't out there. I guess not full odds if you've got the shiny charm and allure up, but massively reduced odds still. Significantly worse odds. Oh, I remember that. I remember you posting about that when it happened. That's so tragic. I'll be honest, I kind of prefer encountering shinies as opposed to overworld ones. The surprise you get from it, I think, is a lot more satisfying. Like when you see a shiny in the overworld, you're like, ah, yeah, there it is, finally, yay. When you get random encounter, it's, oh my god, shiny, whatever. No way. I don't think I'll be doing anything else tonight after I finish this, but maybe another time I stream some Sword and Shield shiny hunting, because I do love that game. Maybe if I have energy tomorrow afternoon. No way, my Dragon Knight. Sword and Shield might genuinely be up there for like my favorite Pokemon games. I don't know if there are any properly unique methods. Like there's brilliant Pokemon, but that's not really a method. That's just if you run into this patch and you've got a high thing. That's true. Like I know it's a method, but my brain doesn't really think of it as a method because I assume you're talking about Dynamax Adventures. Like, yes, the odds are significantly reduced, it's a lot more common, but also it takes so long to get a single encounter that it kind of balances out. Like, yes, with the Shiny Charm, it's 1 in 100 of getting a shiny Pokemon. However, it takes like 20 minutes to see one legendary. Sometimes. Especially with stuff like Zygarde, where it's like, you might do this and not even beat the legendary. And you're still looking at 3 other Pokemon that have a 1 in 100 chance to be shiny, but they're like nice bonuses, they're not what you're trying to get. I thought when you said raids, you meant like the raid resetting, which is also not a method, but is... That's kind of real. I did do some raid resetting when the game came out, but you need to like do weird time travel stuff to do it. It's definitely like not intended, but it is pretty cool. I can't remember the exact details of it, but it's like if you start up the raid and then change the date, you'll keep the same Pokemon in there but reset like all the RNG and stuff. And if you do that enough, like it's still regular 4096 shiny odds. It's something like that. I can't remember the exact details. Like I haven't done it since like I want to say like 2021 or something. There's probably a better explanation out there online than what I can give. It's already 11 o'clock, but I don't want to leave with the chain still up. I'm not getting up early tomorrow, it's fine. Oh man. I think if I got it while an ad was running, I would just wait and not encounter it until afterwards. I don't want people to miss it because there's an ad going, you know? I think I would like to stick to it until I get a shiny, and maybe unless I hit like... I don't know, like 11:30 or something, or maybe 3 hours streamed. Because it's 2:43 right now. 17 minutes isn't a lot of time though, I don't know. I want to give myself more of a chance than that. And now that I've said all that, the next one's going to be the shiny. Now that I've been deliberating it out loud, the next one's for sure going to be the shiny, and all my thinking will be pointless. This one spawned in yet? I'm actually not sure. I might just wait to the next one. I looked at the Bulbapedia page and realized I'd been doing this wrong. Because it's always the next one to spawn after the catch. Like, next one of the species to spawn after the catch that gets the boosted odds and everything. So there's no point in catching other ones if multiple show up. Well, like, there is a point, but there's no point until the next one has spawned. Because then you're just catching multiple Pokemon and it's not spawning in anything for the new one. Like, there's no increased odds on the new one. So like, if this Nidoran female had already been on screen and was male, there would be no point in me catching it now until the next one appears in the grass patch. Because the next one is the one that will have all of the bonuses. And then I could catch this one, and then the one after that would have all the bonuses, etc, etc. But the thing I was doing where there were like 3 of them and I'd catch them all in a row was pointless. It's so confusing how it's set up. I think like literally years after this game came out, people just assumed out of 31 catch combo, which is the highest odds, every Pokemon of the species that spawns has those increased odds. And it just isn't true. So like, this one has the increased odds, but if another one spawns now, it won't. It's weird. And it also feels slower, even though I know, like, it's not really. It's the same speed and chances and stuff. It feels slower. Bagranite. Am I right, fellas? I think I've still got Mewtwo in this save somewhere, but yeah. I shiny hunted the Moltres and the other two I just caught because I wanted them for the Pokemon Home completion. And I have other ways to shiny hunt them in other games. Frankly, any game where you have to do resets on Switch, I'm immediately less interested. I don't know why they didn't put a soft reset button in any of the Switch games. I have a Sandslash I can just trade you if you want. Although, do I have it in this save or do I have it in home? It might be in my Pokemon home. Good night, Nick. Sleep well. The Sandslash might be in home. I also just need them to be in my home temporarily, so if you're fine with me just sticking them in my home and then trading them back to you after, I can also do that. Yeah, I already have a Sandslash, I just need specifically Sandshrew. If you want, I can evolve it for you, but I only need the Sandshrew. How does the online in this game even work? It's been a long time since I've used it. Okay, so it does have actual internet. I might just quickly... Oh, I can't. Not without breaking my chain. I was gonna say I might just quickly check on my home, but... Oh, I'll need to anyway if I'm transferring them. Oh well, I guess the Nidoran dream is dead. I'll get Nidoran another time. So did you want a Sandslash or did you? I'll have to close the game to open Pokemon Home. Is more what I'm saying, which will break the chain. So how does this work? Is it with a code? Link trade. Ah, okay, cool. But if you want the Sandshrew back, I need to... Because I need it in my Pokemon Home to add it to the Pokemon Home Dex. That's why I need it. See, what other Pokemon did I need to put in Home? I might as well organize that now. Okay, you want me to do the code? Let's just do basic Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. There's probably no one using these right now. What's the equivalent version exclusive in this? I can at least give that to you. Whether like Ekans or Meowth or something. Are these the last Pokemon I need to get Meltan? It might be. I'll need to evolve Oddish. But apart from that, yeah. Nice. Okay. Oh. I'll see if I have it. If I do, you're welcome to it. I think I have at least Meowth or Persian, so... You're definitely on the right code? No, it's just those two I need. Do you want to try a simpler code just to be safe? Just do like triple Pikachus or something? Well, we're getting different error messages each time. Wait, did you connect with someone else, or...? I haven't connected with anyone. What is happening? This is what we get for using a common code. I don't think it's working. If this one doesn't work, I'm just gonna call it there, I think. I have other stuff I need to do tonight. Yeah, I don't think it wants to connect. Hmm. Oh. Are we in luck with the last possible one? Yeah, there we go. There's Persian. Ah, right. That's okay. So you don't have one anymore? I've got Scyther, it's fine. I think I might even have Scyther on this save. No. But yeah, I've got it in my decks, it's fine. Sentry's the last one I need. That's okay. Thank you anyway. Now let's organize my boxes. So I need to transfer. What is it? I don't need Scyther. I'm okay. I have one. Right. Where'd my primate go? Sorry, I was just looking for those two Pokemon. I have the entire rest of the decks. Am I blind? I am blind. I might end stream there. I'm fairly tired. It's been a long one. Thank you everyone for hanging out. It's been nice. I'll be back maybe tomorrow, probably at least sometime later this week. Good gaming. Bye bye.